fun.
Jean, you are not familiar with this program, but your husband is a big fan. Is that the correct read on the whole situation?
That's correct. My husband's familiar with it, and then I called all my friends and asked if their husbands were familiar with it, and a lot of people know.
Wow.
This show?
A lot of husbands like
Oh,
that. Doug
yeah.
Vaughn.
Did you?
love that
Let's
sports
be
show.
specific here. Did you say the ITD Morning After on 1380 or that show that's on in the morning? Oh yeah, yeah. I hear. Did they listen to this one?
This one, yes, 1380.
Really?
You start at 8.
8 Eastern.
8:30, depending on if we're running late.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If Doug's running late.
I call it the morning show. That's what I called it.
That's
Yeah.
fine. It's general, but it still counts. So you're not necessarily familiar with what goes on. Have you been listening over the last week or two, ever since you emailed to say you'd like to audition on the program?
I haven't been listening. I did hear a couple of interviews, and then
Doug gets very graphic sexually with his line of questioning.
No,
yeah,
I don't.
I
That's
kind of
you.
questioned that in my emails to you guys. I was talking about certain things, and I said, well, I don't know if I'll be very exciting about those things that have been talked about in the past interviews.
No, try it
It's
out.
not
See how
me,
it goes.
it's him. It's Tim.
Intern Alex. Look at intern Alex. I can't believe he's asking those questions. So you are a wife. Are you a mother as well?
I'm not a mother, but a wife of 10 years.
Wow, look at you. So you live in Wentzville, and our signal just booms in Wentzville, brother.
Blankets the whole area.
You get on your fillings sometimes. It goes in there so powerfully.
Well, that's what I try to do my homework, but like I said, I couldn't get a signal out there.
Well, I disagree. I think you were on the wrong frequency. I really...
1380.
I did. I tried everywhere in different places in my garage because my husband has a radio for AM and FM to listen to sports, and so I couldn't get it.
A lot of people just come down to the studio and still don't like what they hear.
We have a big tower, but a lazy signal. It goes a few feet and it naps, and then it gets up and it tries to go
Kinda like
another
a lazy
few.
eye.
Yeah, it's a lazy signal.
That's exactly what happened. So why do you want to get involved with this particular radio program? Well, not this particular program, but the much better one that will follow it from 11 to 1 starting on January 4th here on Team 1380.
Well, I think it'd be really exciting. I've always been in a conservative atmosphere, and it would just be fun to be on a show where I could learn something new every day and maybe kind of understand what my husband's talking about when he's watching ESPN because it's on 24/7. And I like to talk and put my 2 cents in, even if I don't know about something. I generally do when my husband's watching a game and I see something that's kind of not right.
Like, give us an example. What gets your ire up?
Well, I tell you, I don't really know football. I mean, my nephew played football. He was a quarterback, and so I kind of learned a little bit. But it drives me crazy when the quarterback runs down the middle. I don't understand that. I mean,
That's
you're running
where all
into a
the
pack
people
of guys.
Right.
Todd Reesing tried that in the end zone.
Yeah,
Didn't
poor
work out
Sod.
too well.
Sad guy again.
What's with that? I don't understand.
Doug?
I don't get it either. Why you would run to the point of the greatest defense against you. Why they don't run more outside. I don't know, it's been a bone of contention of mine for a year since the single wing.
Right, and I don't understand why they don't pass a lot. I mean, when I watched my nephew play high school football, he didn't hardly pass at all. I don't understand that. I mean, it'd get the ball so much further out.
Where did
so
he
much
play?
Faster.
What high school did he play at?
Columbia, Hickman.
Ah, Columbia Hickman.
QP, he was a QP.
He was a QP.
He was a QP, and this was his last season. So he's really bummed out, but now he's looking at colleges.
Is he a college prospect as a quarterback?
Yeah, a couple of schools have talked to him, but I'm not sure which ones they are. I want to say...
Just make up some stuff.
Probably none of the big ones because he keeps running the ball right up the middle.
Texas.
I really don't want to talk about the school names on
Alcorn State.
the radio, yeah. Not yet, at least.
Producer Joe, if you had a chance to meet Producer Joe, he wears sweaters. He's going to be your co-host.
Great. I met him for a second. He's like Jean Herman as soon as I walked in.
that's how he meets people. Yeah.
And then I was watching him work, and he's pretty busy up there.
Oh,
It's
no,
fun to watch.
No.
He's got magic fingers.
What do you think of his physical appearance? Do you feel if you
A lot of the ladies love his
if
style.
you were on the
Gene,
show,
they
would you
really
be
like
distracted
it.
by his boyish good looks and his charming ways?
Honey, forgive me, but I probably would.
Wow.
How about that, Joe?
Naughty.
I'll be in trouble now when I get home.
Is that right? We're just getting started.
Oh, great.
Producer Joe's a man in love though these days. his heart is captured.
You've been trying to pawn off all the women here on him.
That's correct. I think it'll be more amusing that way. But he is a man in love with Darlene, and he's ready to sell that. It looks like. So.
And it's really an upset. For one, he doesn't usually go into long-term relationships, and number two, he usually dates men.
Yep.
Oh, another one.
Yeah.
Why do you say another one?
Well, Doug, I heard rumors.
Oh,
Those rumors about Doug on the internet are going crazy.
word.
He has his own seat at Clementine.
Spiraling out of control.
Now, Jean, you were born in Korea, and you were telling us a little bit about what that's like.
I wasn't born there, but I did live there growing up.
Okay.
And so my dad was in the military, so we moved around a lot, but most of my growing up was in Korea and Seoul.
And you actually, the only knowledge that probably most Americans have of North Korea outside of what they read, there was a very famous piece done on 60 Minutes maybe 2 or 3 years ago where they were able to get into North Korea and shoot video, and it was like robotic.
Yes, they're like little robots, and they dictate everything you do and everything you say, and
Can't get the internets, that's for certain. Block the internets out.
Yeah, but they can probably only get family, websites or things that they allow in there.
There's also Kim Jong-il golf videos.
What are they? What are they afraid of?
How
there?
he's a nice man, right?
What are they afraid of to be so paranoid?
Well,
Is it just him? He's the whole problem.
I'm sure the way they punish people are not the same ways that they do here. You have to be treated a certain way, but over there it's a little bit different. I remember we had a drunk guy pass out in our car, and the cops arrested him and beat the crap out of him.
Really?
So, and all he did was fall asleep in our car.
And this was in
South Korea.
This was in South Korea. This wasn't even in North Korea.
You can imagine in North, if you do anything wrong, I mean, it's...
Electrobes go into the nether regions.
You think so? You think that's what they do?
They might chop off a hand or two.
Really? You think it's that
Yeah, it's
that way?
pretty scary. Pretty scary.
But why? What are they trying to
But
accomplish?
why?
Just trying to keep the people under control, or what?
I think the president wants to control how everyone acts there, and
Wait, is that their president or our president? That's their president.
North, yeah, Kim Jong-il, and I think he wants to dictate how people act and make them believe that it's okay to be hungry and not have any money and to make their money and living and pay him. So he's nice and wealthy.
Huh. And the people can't do anything about that. They can't rise up and throw him out.
I don't get that. I don't know why they don't.
Because fear.
There's a lot more of them than there is of him.
Fear is a big factor. When you've been oppressed for a long time, you feel like it's hopeless. I'm sure people there are terrified of the government troops coming into your workplace or your home and doing what they do. It's easy to say, why don't they rise up? But unless you're there, you don't know.
That's true. I mean, I'm sure it's terrifying to live there, and they're hungry and they're not making any money. But anyway,
It also got to tick him off to see Kim Jong-il. He's what, 5'1". He dresses in the weirdest
Women's clothes?
garb. He's got the big.
yeah, he wears crazy clothes.
He's got Charles Nelson Riley glasses.
Oh, see, I liked him.
Paul Lind?
No, Charles Nelson Riley. I like it. Maybe that's why they put up with it.
You think because they're amused by the glasses?
Yeah. But South Korea is mostly normal, except how they beat up people who fall asleep.
Producer Joe would not do well over in South Korea.
Yeah, South Korea is like New York. It's really busy. It's really hopping and
Pretty open?
Pretty open. I will say that there was not a drinking age when I was growing up there. So.
Wow. Oh, was everybody boozing?
Maybe.
Really? When did you start drinking?
Oh, let's see. I guess when I was a sophomore in high school.
So you're talking about like 15, 16 right there?
Yeah.
What do they drink over there? The Zima?
Zima? No, they have bad liquor, but
Like what? What do they got there?
Old Brown Reserve?
Well, what we used to do is...
That sounds awful.
Yeah,
it's a well whiskey.
Old Brown Reserve. Ugh.
You can get it for about 75 cents. It's in your well drinks at college bars, trust me.
Those were good days, right?
Where'd you go to college, Jean?
I went to SLU.
St. Louis University?
Yep.
You got like a real job and are smart and stuff.
What do you do?
Well, I'm unemployed at the moment.
Oh,
But
yeah?
I used to